suerte de salir con vida de aquellas escape rooms.
Necesito saber que quienes asesinaron a 4 personas delante de mí lo están pagando. Están ocultos a plena vista en medio de Manhattan. Tenemos que detenerlos.
Me apunto.
The main difference, I think, is that the game has expanded. You know, we realized that Minos is much bigger and much more manipulative than we thought. You know, there are other survivors, there are other games. The idea that your own life, you have no control over your own life, and that anybody in your life or anything or anywhere you go could turn into a game is kind of the thing I loved. Coming out of a pandemic like we all are, this idea that there are forces at work that can completely change your life is something that I think resonates, that I wanted to tap into. And I think the Tournament of Champions sort of does that, you know, a hotel room, a train car, a beach, a bank. I mean, any of these beautiful spaces, I think we really tried to take the idea of the first movie and make it grander and bigger and scarier. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's Cube, it's Saw." Like, I don't, you know, I love those movies, but my producers on the first movie said, we want to make it PG-13. We want to be able to show our kids, and so I thought that was a fun challenge because I love gore and blood and stuff. That's my natural kind of vibe. But it was a fun challenge for me, and then it was an opportunity to make spaces. Like, I love the idea that Minos, they're like the Apple, they're like the design, they're like the Johnny Ives of death rooms, right? And they make spaces that are gorgeous and that, you know, Art Deco bank with beautiful tiles and beautiful vault doors. And so it was in a world where a lot of horror films kind of look alike, it was an opportunity to take more of a cue from like a David Fincher movie, like The Game, you know, and make it much more visually eye candy. You know, I never get ahead of myself. We have a ton of ideas, and there's a lot of other rooms that we could potentially do. But it's really going to be about whether or not there's desire for a third one. You know, I try not to get into you know, telling the future. I did a lot of them on the first movie. I did a lot of research, and there's just some great ones in LA. They're all over the world. They're super popular. They're very stressful, actually. And, you know, I remember one where there was an actor playing a zombie, you know, and every time the lights would come on, the zombie would be closer and closer and closer. And the good ones are really, really visually stunning. You know, the rooms change, the lighting changes. There'll be a hidden map behind you that you didn't see because a black light turned on. So I did do a lot of them. I'm not very good at them. I'm usually in the corner going, when do we get out, you know? But it was, the research definitely informed the way I approached the movies.
¡Lo conseguimos! ¡Lo conseguimos! No lo entiendo. No, seguimos en el juego. No. ¡Abra la puerta! ¡Abra!